You can set up troubleshooting to help technicians and service desk personnel solve repair issues more efficiently. It helps in identifying the issue for the service item as quick as possible. Once the troubleshooting is set up, you can assign the troubleshooting guidelines to the service item directly, through the service item group, and even through the inventory item. Now let's have a look how to set up and how to use troubleshooting. Now, to investigate how the setup and the usage of troubleshooting is working in Dynamics NAV, let's try this with the real-life example here. We're going to set up troubleshooting for this dishwasher 58, and we're going to use it in the context of the dishwasher. So what we're going to do, we're going to look now for troubleshooting. So I'm typing in troubleshooting. You can go either directly through the setup or through service operations page. So I'm going to click on the service operations. So you see our service operations troubleshooting, and here you get all the default troubleshooting which is set up in the demo system or demo database. I'm going to add a new one by clicking on new. I'm going to name it troubleshooting. Now you can be very general, troubleshooting for dishwashers. But you could also, be very specific on troubleshooting dishwashers, for instance, and then maintenance. And then you can, for instance, put in here a number of questions which are related to maintenance. Is it cleaned? Did the owner clean it regularly? Is there dust in the system? Stuff like that. So you can make all kinds of questions here, all kinds of troubleshooting, very specific or very general. Now, once you have that, you will see that we have now troubleshooting for the dishwasher. So what's the next step? The next step is to assign this to our dishwasher, service item 58. Now you can do that by going directly to navigate like this, or you open up from the list, but you can also go to the cart page and then open up the navigate tab, click on setup, and here you can assign it to your dishwasher. So you can do that for service item groups. You can assign it to a group, and then of course all the service items belonging to that group will get the same troubleshooting. You can also do it on an inventory item. So if you select item here, then you get all the inventory items which are in your system. What we are going to do, or the example that we are going to work with now, is we're going to do it directly through to a service item. And in our case, we're going to use service item 58, which is our dishwasher. So what you can see is that troubleshooting with number TR0009, which is the troubleshooting for the dishwasher, has been assigned to service item 58. So that's the first step. So we have now created troubleshooting for dishwashers, and we have assigned that troubleshooting to our service item 58. A typical example of troubleshooting could be, for instance, that a service desk operator is having a customer or a prospect for service on the phone, and while this person is entering and registering a request, a service order, a request for service, he or she can check together with the prospect or customer what kind of signals or what kind of things are going wrong. And you can see the troubleshooting as a kind of a checklist. So how does it work then is, for instance, you are in your order, and then you're typing in, this is for a server, and then you want to ask, as an operator, you want to ask questions to the person on the phone. What you can do is find inspiration then in your troubleshooting. And you see here on the right hand side in the fact boxes, you get troubleshooting. And you see that we have 5 troubleshootings available for this server, which is an enterprise computer with a specific number, 80,007. So there have been 5 troubleshooting lists assigned to this service item. When you click on 5, then you see here you get all the troubleshootings which are available. And to have a look on the questions, you need to click on navigate, and then you can see in the card, for instance, is the power switched on? Is the server connected on the network? Are all the required components connected to the server? Is the software installed? And so on. You can also check the other ones, the other questions. So for instance here, what are the latest error or alerts in the event log? So an operator does have a list of questions that they can pose. Troubleshooting is not only beneficial for service desk operators, but it can also guide technicians. A service technician can use the service item worksheet to guide them in their service and to collect the administrative data for their service. They have also access to troubleshooting from this point. So when we go to our application, you see that I'm now positioned on the service item lines, and this is the list of all the equipment, of all the service items that need repair. And from this list you can either go to the details page of such a service item line, or you can go directly to, for instance, the service item worksheet. And the service item worksheet is a kind of a form, a kind of a page which gives instruction to a service technician to service a specific equipment, a specific service item. And in this case, for instance, in this example, it's a service order that will give a technician the assignment to repair service item number 7, which is linked to inventory item 80,007, and it is a server. And you can see that already the technician has registered their repair activity here. They consumed an item and they consumed a resource time to repair this server. You also see that there is fault reporting in this case, but what we are looking for is the troubleshooting, and what you can see is that you also have access to troubleshooting, which is available for service item number 7. And if we click on this here, you see that there is specific server failure troubleshooting available with a number of questions. So in this case, this might function to guide the service technician.